Hi there, guys. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Hopefully, you're doing good. I'm back to the reviewing track, facing the camera and all that. Hopefully, you are doing okay, right? So, I have a couple of episodes tonight. It's actually not night, it's early morning already. It's around 4 a.m. here in Dhaka. And since last 2 days, it has been like a continuous, like rain, overcast conditions, and it's not very heavy rain, but it just comes and goes, but it doesn't just stop, right? So every whole day we didn't see any sun. It was like humid. At the same time, it was a lot like how to say muddy roads, everything. It was not a very pleasant experience if you walk, but it rained, and I think it's some sort of storm going on near our coastal areas. So thought, like, let's do like a gloomy days or overcast condition list about 12 fragrances, and I'll do a morning thoughts episode, and I'll update you on some of the things about fragrances and about life and all that, which I haven't done for a long time, which is called morning thoughts episode. So I have my trusted coffee, that's hazelnut latte, and I will just talk about 12 fragrances, like as a list, not in depth. I've reviewed them all. Please check out my full on review. Some of them maybe are discontinued, but still, I would say these are very pleasant. Like, how to say, overcast condition means like it's very cloudy, bit dark, kind of cool breeze, and you like that kind of a day. So, first fragrance after a long time bringing you, this is Jacques Bogart One Man Show. Okay, this is a powerhouse, and these are, I think my bottle is 2016 or 17. So these are not the vintage bottles, which used to be like even more beastly. This one still lasts, but the only downside with these, the newer formulations, are the opening a little bit synthetic. Apart from that beautiful masculine green fragrance, it feels like oak moss, leather, those kind of things, but it's a green fragrance. Okay, so this one you can enjoy if you just let's say are those kind of dudes, right? I want to smell masculine. I don't want to smell like unisex or tutti frutti. This fragrance is so masculine, and it's still very affordable. The bottle is a bit on the ugly side. I do not like any of these bottles from this line. They look very cheap, but the juice is the most important. So, One Man Show by Jacques Bogart is my first one. Check out my full review. Number 11 is a fragrance. I think it's a fragrance I wore like last night or night before, when it was bit. Again, it was, I could hear the rain. Is this one Zino Davidoff or Davidoff Zino? Okay, these are again the newer formulation. This is, I think, perhaps 2000 or 2021. I don't remember. Maybe even before that. But the older style bottles were different. So these ones are still pretty good. I think you get like 118 ml or 125 ml. I forward. It doesn't. The writings came off anyway. So it's more than 100 ml, and this one has that kind of cappuccino color, just like my hazelnut latte. If you see the colors, they almost say identical. So I do get like a cappuccino or sort of like a coffee, bitter coffee note from this, as well as it's like a Xeno Davidoff. You guys know it's one of those dark fragrances for winter, but I actually think this fragrance is pretty solid if it rains and it stays cool. It's also signature scent of Johnny Depp, people say. Okay, Davidoff Xeno, amazing fragrance, still can be had for good prices. Number 10 is an odd one. Nobody shows you this. And I think this fragrance doesn't get that many reviews. They didn't have any release press or anything. So this fragrance came out quietly and not many people talked about it. This is Dunhill Desire Platinum. Okay. This series, I think, have quite a few fragrances. I have reviewed almost everything, if not all. Dunhill Desire is a solid line. Okay. But this one right here, it's one of those fragrances. It takes things on next level, like more challenging, more tobacco, more spices, like dark. This one has a little bit of sweetness with that tobacco dark fragrance. I really enjoy this in cool, like breezy, even winter, mostly winter, but I think I also enjoy this in rainy days. Dani Desert Platinum. I hope I did not get the name wrong because it's not said in the bottle. So number 9 is a fragrance. People ask, where can I wear this fragrance? Most of the time, people cannot find any occasion apart from funeral. That is upsetting because I think this fragrance is fantastic. This is called Encre Noire by Lalique, one of the finest fragrances ever. Most people will agree. This is one of the budget house which provides quality. Longevity on this is okay, but some of the other flankers last longer on me. But this one, it has that vetiver, definitely inky vetiver, and it has a cypress. I think there's a note. Inky vetiver is the most accurate or woody, like this cap. This is the way to describe this fragrance. There's just nothing like it in the market. I would say this is a pretty cousin of Black Afghano, minus the dirt or animalic notes. This is pretty dark, and it's kind of like a vetiver that require special moment, I think Encre Noire is a special fragrance. Beautiful bottle. Next one, I think 1098 is this one. I wore this yesterday. This is a very, very beast mode fragrance. If you do not like strong fragrances, spicy fragrances, do not buy this, okay? Costume National Homme. This is not the Perfume version. This is the EDP, I think. Eau de Parfum, yeah. So this one I bought like this much as a partial, like long bag. And these bottles are cute. Some people told me this is a designer house. I think this is a niche. I could be wrong. Either way, it's a very prestigious house. And their fragrances are on most part very solid. This one, what I get from this, it's like Bulgari Man in Black taken to the next level. The spice wise, it's a woody, spicy fragrance. Bulgari Man in Black is more interesting than this in terms of scent profile, but this longevity, you cannot, like wear anything in the 8-hour mark because it lasts that long, even in our conditions. Okay, so mostly I would say this is a perfect winter perfume, but this fragrance, if you have a little bit of a rain and you just want like a fragrance, like a spicy, masculine, woody fragrance to last like almost the whole day for your work, this is a fragrance you can look at. Okay, Costume National. Then number 7, then you hit top 6. Number 7 is this one that I was talking about, discontinued gems. This is one of them. I had it, I sold it off as a full bottle, like almost full bottle. I do not know what I was thinking. It got discontinued. And this house of Aramis, okay, is a house that they have a lot of gems that I'd never tried. I reviewed as many as I could buy or find, but this one right here is called Aramis Tobacco Reserve. See the juice color here. It's very interesting to notice. This was not juice color. This was not the juice color that it came out with. This one I think was mostly like green, dark green juice color. With time it changed. I also bought a partial like about this much from a brother, and this one I enjoy because you can see I don't have like a full bottle. I do have enough for me for this lifetime, but this is a perfect like a green tobacco leaf. And man, it's beautiful. The blending right now, it almost feels like booze and a cigarette together, so and then there's a green tobacco leaf. Amazing fragrance in the winter days and rainy days or overcast condition. This one does perfectly, but it's a little bit of mature side, just like the previous one, Costume National Homme. These are more mature men's scent. Okay, so that's number 7. So let's hit top 6. Top 6, some of you are gonna laugh. Number 6 is something that is the most hated Mugler and by reviewers, and I do not know why. It's a nice fragrance. It's the color of my t-shirt almost. It's the last one they released from Amin line, and I think since they took it over from Thierry Mugler, this is called Ultimate. Okay, I like this one. Okay, it's not a love. It's not a love like Pure Mall, Pure Heaven. Those are something called love. Even Pure Energy, Pure. What is the other one? Pure Shot. Okay, some of these ones, and then they have this other side like B-Man, Pure Leather. I think Pure Tonka. Some of them I like. So there is this okay, there's some like, and there's some love. This one I like. Okay, Ultimate. The name was not really good. It looks like Captain America kind of a theme. It doesn't look very serious also. But this is the kind of fragrance. Let's say you feel like coffee. When I'm sipping on coffee, let me have one more sip. When you feel like having a Starbucks, or you just want to go for a cappuccino, or just like a nice little coffee for the rainy days, wear this. Okay. If you have pure coffee, that is an amazing scent, but pure coffee is so hard to find. These I think are still available, and the price is gonna be more reasonable, right? Very nice looking bottle. I actually like these stars a lot. These are very iconic. So this is called Mugler Ultimate. Just give it a try. It's a fun, sweet fragrance, and it doesn't harm anybody. Okay, that's number 6. Top 5. Some interesting ones in my arsenal. Number 5 is Cartier Roadster. No matter how many fragrances come out, there's gonna be not that many fragrances as classy as House of Cartier. Whatever I reviewed from Cartier, Lenvol, Pashari Cartier, Santos, this, Cartier, yeah, Declaration line. There are many other lines Cartier has, and Cartier, on most part, they do not follow any trend. I never seen them ever making a fragrance which is inspired by another popular perfume trying to be money grab or cash grab. This house is pure quality. Longevity on these is amazing. So this is inspired by a watch. If you guys do not know, Roadster is a watch, and they do make jewelry and watches, very expensive ones. You can afford the fragrances, but watch is not for everybody. Okay, watches are super expensive. So Roadster basically is the mint play with the patchouli, and it just, I don't know, and maybe vanilla. I forgot the exact notes, but it smells so nice. It smells like nothing out there. Okay, if I spray it now, yeah, it just went into my system. Beautiful. There's any fragrance, there's no fragrance that is similar to this even today. If this was released today, it would be a top seller. I can see maybe CK Eternity EDP tried a little bit, but the greenness of the mint is just a masterclass. They're one of the best mint perfumes ever. Cartier Roadster. Get this before this is gone. It's getting very rare to find in Bangladesh. Number 4, it's in graduate. I don't know how else to look at the bottle. I just absolutely love the bottle. The perfume is very nice. The downside of the fragrance is not very well known, did not get any hype. Third thing is maybe it's not a beast mode, but I still enjoy this in overcast condition days. It's Afnan, Historic, Olmeda. So there are two. There's a pink one which I like more in terms of scent profile, but that's for women. You can get that as well, but take a look at this. Afnan makes some amazing presentations, and this one, it's not just a beautiful bottle, okay, it's also amazing smell. I have it on my hand. The opening and the dry down, it's not the most impressive. Okay, it's not like you never smelled this before. You're gonna be like blown away, like how you did for Bloody Chanel. It doesn't have that kind of opening, but I still like it a lot because it's a fresh blue fragrance with a hint of darkness. It's not a clone of anything, but it reminds you of Dylan Blue type of perfumes. It's a common DNA, but the fragrance stays close to you. Overall longevity is not bad, but this projection is kind of on the personal, aura, like 2 feet maximum. But still, nonetheless, a good fragrance if you want to feel fresh, clean with a little bit of darkness. History Olmeda by Afnan, or Americans would say Afnan. So top 3. See, the top 3 is based on all these fragrances are based on emotion. Okay, I'll talk about emotions today in my second episode. Please watch that. These fragrances actually serve me so well. I don't have to think so much. I see the weather, I just apply them, just pick them up, apply them without any regrets. Number 3 is Club New Intense Man EDP. So you can pick. Some people say, hey, why specifically EDP? Why not Perfume? Why not a limited edition? Why not the EDT? Why not non-alcoholic version? You can pick up any fragrance from this line, same DNA, just that sometimes the openings are a little bit different, okay, or maybe the polishedness overall is a little bit different in the higher concentration, but the EDP is the best value for me. If you get a 200 ml like this, you get the best value. Okay, you get to pay a little bit more. I don't actually have to spray and remember, because this is one of my oldest fragrances since I started my journey. So this fragrance is fresh. People say pineapple, some people say lemon, and then a little bit of a freshness, a little bit of darkness. Some people say the darker batches of Aventus definitely outperforms Aventus. I am waiting for the new Aventus release. I hope they make a beast mode fragrance in the new one. X-Ray, I forgot the name. So until that one comes out, this one rules. Okay, no matter how many CDNIM clones you go through, sorry, Aventus, see, CDNIM clones. No matter how many Aventus clones you go through, this still remains one of the finest and most polished ones. Club New Intense Man EDP. Number 2 and number 1. Number 2 is this one, Versace the Dreamer. Yesterday I was looking for one bottle from House of Versace. I wanted to do top 10 Versace. Just wanted to refresh my memory, but I couldn't find it. As soon as I find it, which is now Versace's Homme. Okay, that is a citrus aromatic leather fragrance. But until that, I will pause that video. But this one, the Dreamer, I have seen one of our brothers mention me that fragrances that Amin made me buy. This was one of them. So Dreamer basically is a fragrance I got for Mark. Okay, when he described this fragrance, I had to get it. Two things he said. This one is super long lasting. Second thing is this is super unique. Sorry, third thing he said also, it gets better with the dry down. I haven't heard that many fragrances that have that property. Most of the fragrances are top heavy. After 1 hour, the best part is gone. Then you remain with some dry down. You just, okay, may like it. But Dreamer, you want to get to the dry down to enjoy it. Beautiful tobacco, like I think lavender, but it's kind of like a watery fragrance as well. So at first it feels fresh, a little bit touch powdery, like Lamal territory, but it's an amazing, unique fragrance. Okay, definitely one of the best Versace ever made. Simplistic looking bottle, but amazing. It's a must-have for collectors. Versace the Dreamer. Once this is discontinued, people will, pay $200 for that. That good. Let's go to number 1, and I finish it with this one. I sort of finish all my big bottles of 200 mls, and then I had a bottle of refill. I sold it off, and this fragrance got discontinued. And I think the new one is called Eau de Givre or something Givre. Givre, I forgot the name exactly, but that one replaced this one, Terre d'Hermes Eau Très Fraiche. So I just still have this bottle of 30 ml, which is good enough for me. I don't need so much more. But these ones don't have that, like twisty caps. This one is, it can be taken out. Absolutely like it. Absolutely love it. Sorry. That green mango, I do get kind of like a cardamom sort of a vibe. It's not, there's no cardamom perhaps in there, but I think Mark did say there's a cardamom that he sniffs. So this one is a green mango with that beautiful watery rainy days, heavy rain. Imagine like green mango outside, and then like mango and orange, sort of like a mix, all green. Okay, kind of like on the like the young fruit side, and then a lot of water. This is the fragrance, Terre Fraiche. I think this is one of the most beautiful fragrances they ever made. Light, airy, and I think this one longevity is pretty solid too. Okay, compared to many other colognes. So if you can still find it, get on one bottle. You will not regret this. Terre Fraiche. So those are 12 fragrances for Overcast conditions. Thank you so much for watching. Do let me know what are your favorites. I will do a second episode, then we'll upload this. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.